121 Best Life Quotes and Sayings to Live a Full-Fledged Life. Are you looking for motivational life quotes to find some motivation in your life? Then check out here the list of 121 best life quotes and sayings that will help you to live a full-fledged life. Everyone's life is different in this world, and everyone has his own style to live his life. There may be many difficulties in life, but with a positive attitude and action towards difficulties, everyone can overcome them and live a full-fledged life. So without looking for the meaning of life, we have to make our life better. Find the below 121 life motivational quotes to make your life better. Inspirational life quotes and sayings. 1. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. Alan Saunders. 2. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Mark Twain. 3. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. Read Mahatma Gandhi inspirational quotes. 4. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. 5. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. 6. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West. 7. Things change. And friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Stephen Chbosky. 8. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. 9. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. George Bernard Shaw. 10. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein. Read Albert Einstein inspirational quotes. 11. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. 12. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. 13. Life is a book, and there are 1,000 pages I have not yet read. Cassandra Clare. 14. This life is what you make it. No matter what, you're going to mess up sometimes. It's a universal truth. Marilyn Monroe. Good life quotes. 15. Everything you can imagine is real. Pablo Picasso. Read Pablo Picasso inspirational quotes. 16. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. 17. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Dr. Seuss. 18. Insanity is doing the same thing, over and over again, but expecting different results. Narcotics Anonymous. 19. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. André Gide. 20. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Rick Riordan. 21. We have to dare to be ourselves, however frightening or strange that self may prove to be. May Sarton. 22. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Oscar Wilde. 23. My experience of life is that it is not divided up into genres. It's a horrifying, romantic, tragic, comical, science fiction cowboy detective novel. You know, with a bit of pornography if you're lucky. Alan Moore. 24. The way you give your name to others is a measure of how much you like and respect yourself. Brian Tracy. 25. We each owe a death. There are no exceptions, I know that, but sometimes, oh God, the Green Mile is so long. Stephen King. 26. It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. Dale Carnegie. Short life quotes and sayings. 27. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. Roy T. Bennett. 28. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. Marcus Aurelius. 29. No matter how much suffering you went through, you never wanted to let go of those memories. Haruki Murakami. 30. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward, and savoring the journey. Roy T. Bennett. 31. Don't be afraid of death, be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever, you just have to live. Natalie Babbitt. 32. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Mark Twain. 33. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. Logan Pearsall Smith. 34. You couldn't relive your life, skipping the awful parts, without losing what made it worthwhile. You had to accept it as a whole, like the world, or the person you loved. Stuart Onan. 35. Don't waste your time with explanations, people only hear what they want to hear. Paulo Coelho. 36. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu. Deep Life Quotes. 37. Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. Steve Mirabile. 38. A purpose of human life, no matter who is controlling it, is to love whoever is around to be loved. Kurt Vonnegut. 39. We can never judge the lives of others, because each person knows only their own pain and renunciation. It's one thing to feel that you are on the right path, but it's another to think that yours is the only path. Paulo Coelho. 40. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. Eleanor Roosevelt. 41. If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listen to your mom, your dad, your teacher, your priest, or some guy on television telling you how to do your shit, then you deserve it. Frank Zappa. 42. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. Roy T. Bennett. 43. I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die, so let me live my life the way I want to. Jimi Hendrix. 44. The one you love and the one who loves you are never, ever the same person. Chuck Palahniuk. 45. Stop giving your life away to other people. Steve Maraboli. 46. Everything that had happened was shockingly beautiful, enough to make you crazy. Banana Yoshimoto. 47. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. Soren Kierkegaard. 48. The flower that blooms in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all. Walt Disney. Best inspiring life quotes. 49. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy, it's all that matters. Audrey Hepburn. 50. Accept yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your truths, and know what tools you have to fulfill your purpose. Steve Maraboli. 51. True life lies in laughter, love, and work. Elbert Hubbard. 52. I've come to know that what we want in life is the greatest indication of who we really are. Richard Paul Evans. 53. Life is a train of moods like a string of beads, and as we pass through them they prove to be many-colored lenses, which paint the world their own hue, and each shows us only what lies in its own focus. Ralph Waldo Emerson. 54. Life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. Margaret Mitchell. 55. Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid and broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow! What a ride!" Hunter S. Thompson. 56. The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forget the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward. Steve Maraboli. 57. Sometimes our light goes out, but is blown again into instant flame by an encounter with another human being. Albert Schweitzer. 58. Wake up, shake up, make up and break up. Life is all about moving like the ant in search of sugar, not sand. Santosh Kalwar. Positive life quotes. 59. Life never gives us what we want at the moment that we consider appropriate. Adventures do occur, but not punctually. E.M. Forster. 60. When we cannot bear to be alone, it means we do not properly value the only companion we will have from birth to death, ourselves. Ida Lushan. 61. The world needs poetry now more than ever. It's the only thing that can keep the music from copying itself and sounding the same. Lana Del Rey. 62. If you have nothing in life but a good friend, you're rich. Michelle Kwan. 63. Don't take life too seriously. Punch it in the face when it needs a good hit. Laugh at it. Colleen Hoover. 64. Never stop just because you feel defeated. The journey to the other side is attainable only after great suffering. Santosh Kalwar. 65. Your beliefs affect your choices shape your actions determine your results. The future you create depends upon the choices you make and the actions you take today. Roy T. Bennett. 66. You have succeeded in life when all you really want is only what you really need. Vernon Howard. 67. Always find opportunities to make someone smile and to offer random acts of kindness in everyday life. Roy T. Bennett. 68. Life is doubt, and faith, without doubt, is nothing but death. Miguel de Unamuno. 69. Do not forget that the value and interest of life is not so much to do conspicuous things, as to do ordinary things with the perception of their enormous value. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. Inspirational life quotes. 70. If we were to one day encounter a form of life more powerful and intelligent than our own, and it regarded us as we regard fish, what would be our argument against being eaten? Jonathan Safran Foer. 71. Don't dwell on things. Don't stay in one place too long. It was the only way to stay ahead of sadness. Rick Riordan. 72. When you find your path, you must not be afraid. You need to have sufficient courage to make mistakes. Disappointment, defeat, and despair are the tools God uses to show us the way. Paulo Coelho. 73. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Peter Schaefer. 74. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Robert Louis Stevenson. 75. Whole life is a search for beauty. But, when the beauty is found inside, the search ends and a beautiful journey begins. Harshit Walia. 76. Do not live in the shadow of the masters forever. Learn to live in the light of your soul. Life deserves full expression. Amit Ray. 77. Better to die fighting for freedom than be a prisoner all the days of your life. Bob Marley. 78. I'm killing time while I wait for life to shower me with meaning and happiness. Bill Watterson. 79. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Charles Darwin. 80. Incredible change happens in your life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over instead of craving control over what you don't. Steve Mirabile. Life lessons, quotes and sayings. 81. The saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Isaac Asimov. 82. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Albert Einstein. 83. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. 84. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Michael Cunningham. 85. This is not the end, this is not even the beginning of the end, this is just perhaps the end of the beginning. Winston S. Churchill. 86. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Roy T. Bennett. 87. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. Roy T. Bennett. 88. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness in people. Roy T. Bennett. 89. Never judge someone's character based on the words of another. Instead, study the motives behind the words of the person casting the bad judgment. Susie Kassem. 90. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others. Roy T. Bennett. 91. Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. Roy T. Bennett. Short life quotes. 92. If you want to be happy, do not dwell in the past, do not worry about the future, focus on living fully in the present. Roy T. Bennett. 93. Life can take so many twists and turns. You can't ever count yourself out. Even if you're really afraid at some point, you can't think that there's no room for you to grow and do something good with your life. Portia de Rossi. 94. If life was a dream, then death must be the moment when you woke up. It was so simple, it must be true. You died, the dream was over, you woke up. That's what people meant when they talked about going to heaven. It was like waking up. Ian McEwan. 95. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Roy T. Bennett. 96. Treat everyone with politeness and kindness, not because they are nice, but because you are. Roy T. Bennett. 97. Dedicate yourself to what gives your life true meaning and purpose. Make a positive difference in someone's life. Roy T. Bennett. 98. Learning the truth has become my life's love. Dan Brown. 99. You can't control what others think. The only thing you can control is yourself. Some people will look down on you for your choices in life, no matter what they are. You can't do anything about that. The only thing you can do is decide how to live your own life. And to hell with everybody else. Marie Sexton. 100. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. Steve Maraboli. Deep Motivational Life Quotes and Sayings. 101. Suffering has been stronger than all other teaching and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. Charles Dickens. 102. You are the only you, you are the best you. You will always be the second best anyone else. Leo Buscaglia. 103. Stop comparing yourself to other people, just choose to be happy and live your own life. Roy T. Bennett. 104. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life, but define yourself. Harvey Fierstein. 105. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone. Roy T. Bennett. 106. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, except in your mind. Roy T. Bennett. 107. Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Oprah Winfrey. 108. Incredible change happens in your life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over instead of craving control over what you don't. Steve Maraboli. 109. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Marie Curie. Read Marie Curie Inspirational Quotes. 110. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. 111. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. George R. R. Martin. 112. Your emotions are the slaves to your thoughts, and you are the slave to your emotions. Elizabeth Gilbert. 113. Be steady and well-ordered in your life so that you can be fierce and original in your work. Gustave Flaubert. 114. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has a flock of opinions ready to be wished upon anyone who will accept them. If you are influenced by opinions when you reach decisions, you will not succeed in any undertaking. Napoleon Hill. Love life quotes and sayings. 115. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. Khalil Gibran. 116. Love is not a relationship, love is a state of being, it has nothing to do with anybody else. One is not in love, one is love. And of course when one is love, one is in love, but that is an outcome, a byproduct, that is not the source. The source is that one is love. Osho. 117. The true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. G.K. Chesterton. 118. If you want to forget something or someone, never hate it, or never hate him, her. Everything and everyone that you hate is engraved upon your heart. If you want to let go of something, if you want to forget, you cannot hate. C. Joy Bell C. 119. One who is loved truly can never lose entirely. Love is whimsical and temperamental. Its nature is ephemeral and transitory. It comes when it pleases and goes away without warning. Accept and enjoy it while it remains, but spend no time worrying about its departure. Worry will never bring it back. Napoleon Hill. 120. Each of us is a unique strand in the intricate web of life and here to make a contribution. Deepak Chopra. 121. Friendship marks a life even more deeply than love. Love risks degenerating into obsession. Friendship is never anything but sharing. Elie Wiesel. I hope you liked the above 121 life motivational quotes and sayings. Don't forget to mention the best line that you liked most from the above lines in the